Number 8, it says a rental company has X cars and Y mini vans. So talking about X cars and Y minivans, it says the company has at least 8 vehicles. So we want to make sure that we circle that at least 8 vehicles altogether. It says the number of minivans is less than or equal to the number of cars. And then another situation says the number of cars is no more than 9. The question follows by saying, write down 3 inequalities in terms of X and Y, or Y and others, other than X greater than or equal to 0 or Y greater than or equal to 0, to represent the information. The first information I'm going to pick on is the first thing that says that the number of vehicles must be at least 8. We want to bear in mind that cars is X and the minivans, we want to make note, minivans is actually Y. Therefore, the number of cars plus the number of minivans must be greater than or equal to 8. And the reason for that is that the company has at least, so it must be greater than or equal to 8. That is the first one. The second inequality came from the fact that we have the number of minivans, which is Y, is going to be less than or equal to the number of cars. Thirdly, we were told that the number of cars is no more. So if it is no more, it has to be less. So X is less than or equal to 9. So it's no more than 9. Those are 3 inequalities that we, picked up from that situation right there. All right, so we have that. So let's move on to the next question. The next question says, a car, so we're saying that the car carried 4 people and the minivan carried 6 people. All right, so car is X, minivan is Y. All right, so they're saying that there are 60 people to be taken on a tour. Show that 2X plus 3Y must be less than or equal to 30. I would use the situation that we have to create our thing first. For example, 4X, which is, we're talking about the number of minivans. It's talking about 4 people per minivan plus 6Y, 6 people per minivan. So 4 people per car, 6 people per minivan must be less than or equal to 60. So we're saying that this, but if we want to show, then if we divide everything by 2, then you could say, we could show that because 2 into the 4X is going to give us 2X, 2 into the 6Y is going to give us 3Y, and 2 into the 6 to give us 30. Hence, we would have shown that. So you could have seen that, picked up that mark, and we move on. So definitely now we're looking at 4 inequalities, 3 up there, and this is another situation. All right, the question says, on the grid below, plot the 4 inequalities associated with the inequalities in A and B, shade and label the region that satisfy all 4 inequalities. All right, so we want to label it R. So basically now, for every inequality, there is a line that is associated with it. So I could just drop them at the side here. For the inequality that says X plus Y is greater than or equal to 8. The line associated with that is X plus Y equal 8. So we want to get that line now. I want you to understand that this is as simple as it is. Any X value plus any Y value that gives 8 is a point on the line. So you could just do this right now, You could do this. Some people might just pull up this and do substitution. For it, because if X plus Y equal 8, then if X is 1, then Y must be 7. Because we're talking about 1, and you do your working out 7. So 1 plus 7 is 8. So I could plot a point 1, 7. I could plot 7, 1 as well. So so there are so many ways to get 2 points here. I could have 7, 1 as well. Because when you add X plus Y, you get back to 8. So we are suggesting that we can use various methods to find a point. So that's one of my point there, and that's another of my point, because so according to so the coordinates are 1, 7, and 7, 1. We have many 0, 8, 8, 0. Any 2x and a y value that adds to give 8 is on that line. So basically then I'm just going to take out my line here and I'm going to extend it, you know, draw a line through that. There it is. All right, so we're going to draw a line, take up the line, have the line. There is a line. So this is the line that says x plus y is equal to 8. All right, let's go for the next line. There's another line that says where the inequality is, we have y less than, all right, y less than or equal to x. So this is another one, y less than or equal to x. The line associated with this inequality is y equal x. So all we have to do is to just put the equal sign where the inequality is. So definitely y equal x is an idea that says if x is 0, y is 0. If x is 5, y is 5, because y is equal to x. If x is 10, y is 10. So you could pick up any of those that are suggesting that. So we're saying it's going to pass through 0, 0. It's going to pass through 5, 5, 4, 4, stuff like that. So I'm just picking 4, 4 here and 0, 0. And then I'm going to just draw a line through that. I will just draw me a line through that. All right. So here is my line. So I'm just going to draw my line through that. All right, quickly. And normally I love to draw my line off the grid. There it is. Let me fix it. One more second. Right. There is the line for me, y equal x. And you could look on that line, you're seeing where every x value is the same as the y value on that line. So you'll find 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and it goes on. Right. Another inequality that we had was that x must be less than or equal to 9, which means that the line that we're working with is x equal 9. So we want to utilize x equal 9 right there. So we'll take out our thing, going for x equal 9. X equal 9, here it is. It is where 9 is on the x-axis. So we're just going to draw that line like that. And we're going to label it, all right? So I'm going to label it x equal 9. So we're seeing that x is equal to 9. So that's line. So the moment I drop my lines, I label them. There's another line that we need to drop now. And it is the line that is associated with this. It says we could write 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 30. And it's coming from that same 60 thing. So what we want to do, this is the line, this is the equation though, that is associated with it. We replace the inequality with a equal sign because an inequality is a region. So let's go for it. We could do some quick substitution here. So we're talking about 2x plus 3y equal 30. I'm going to be using up my zeros. So I'm going to substitute 0. 0 for x. So if 0 for x is 0, all right, 0 for x is there, 30, sorry. So we're suggesting no. This is 3y equal to 30. That means y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 10. So I have a point 0, 10 right there. Also, I'm going to say, what if y is 0? Well, let's do it. 2x plus 3y equal 30. If you're wondering where I get the numbers, I'm picking numbers on my axis and substituting them. But I love to use a 0 first because it works very quickly and, less stress. So if y is 0, check this out. 3 times 0 equals 30. So if y is 0, then we have 2x equal to 30. That means x is 15. So the point here is 15 with 0. So we have look at that. We have a 0, 10 and 15, 0. So those are the 2 points that I need to find just to connect that line. So I'm coming from 0, 10. So let us look. See there? We're coming from 0, 10, which is right here. And we're going to 15, 0 right there. So I need to take out my line, yeah. Drop my line right here, yeah. All right, let me go for it. All right, let me take off this. So there is my line. That's my line right there. So that is that line, which is 2x plus 3y is equal to 30. That is the line. So let's blow up our lines. We're looking at them. This is it. All right. Now we want to shade the region. So I'm just going to point in the region. Remember now, for each line, we'll know based on the condition. Remember, we have x is less than. So if I'm focusing on this, x is less than or equal to 9. So it's going to be pointing in that direction. So we're saying, so we want to look at the arrows. So it's pointing in that direction. 2x plus 3y. So if I'm looking at this one, no. 2x plus 3y was less than 30, less than or equal to 30. So the response is down here, down there, pointing in that direction, pointing in that direction. Let's look on this other one here. This was a x plus y must be greater than or equal to 8. So if greater means above the line, so it's pointing in that direction, pointing in that direction. And then now, lastly, y equal x, it says the number of cars, the minivan must be less than or equal to, pointing this way for that line, this way for that, this way for that. So if you really look though, you're seeing the solution region for everybody. I could mark it off from here to here, to here, to here, to here. This is my solution region, and I'm going to put it in yellow. This is the region. All right, so that is my solution region right there. Yeah. And I'm going to put R in it. There it is. So that's the solution region for our inequality there. So we would have done that based on the question, shade and labeled everything that satisfies all. So you could look, you see all the arrows were pointing in that direction. And that is why we had to choose it, because all the arrows were pointing in that area. All right. So there it is. We have that. Let's see the next question that follows, right? So we might have to go back to look depending. So let's see what the question is. It says here, determine the two combination for the minivan, for the minimum number of cars and minivan that can be used to carry exactly 60 people. Right. Want to know that combination that can be used to carry exactly 60 people. So what you want to do, you want to check these, Because so we're going to pick up the coordinates. We're going to pick up the coordinates so I highlighted here so quickly to carry exactly 60 people. I can't guess it, but I definitely could say 4 is 1, 6 is 1, 9 4 is 1, 8 0 9 0. These are the places. Those are the coordinates that we're going to be using and to check. So let me write them down here, and we're going to check them. Let me write all of them down there quickly. All right, so let's write them quickly. We're talking about there is a 4 with 4, yeah. There is a 6 with 6, yes. There is a 9 with 4. There is a 9 with a 0, and there is an 8 with a 0. I might not be able to do all, because whenever I find it says determine two combinations, determine the two combinations. All right, so that means 2 I'm looking for. I'm just going to try then, all right? So you could remember though that this is X, this is Y, this is X, this is Y, this is X, this is Y. I'm just saying that we want to understand that these are X and Y. And remember, X is for a car, and the car can hold 4 people. Y is for a minivan, and that minivan can hold 6 people. So we're talking about substituting these and quickly see where will we get exactly 60 people. So let us say I'm trying to point 4 4. It would have been 4 times 4 plus 4 times 6. 16 plus 24. That is 40%. So that's not it. But this 6 times 4, because that's the cars, plus 6 times 6, 24 plus 36, that is 60. That's one of the options that can work. So I need one more, so that can work. So let's go again. 9 4. Remember, 9 is for X, and then that's 9 times 4 people, and then 4 times 6. 9 4 is 36. 4 6 is 24. When I add these, I'm getting 60, and that's another. Therefore, 9 4 works. Remember that they said 2 combination, and I have found 2. So I'm going to do, no, I don't need to look at anything else. So my combination are as follows. All right, 6 6, yes, and 9 4 would be those that will give me exactly 60 people. So I want 6 minivans, 6 cars, 6 minivans, 9 cars, 4 minivans, and that will host the fact that we want to carry exactly 6 people. Let's jump on to the other question. The other question says the company charges $75 to rent a car and $90 to rent the minivan. Show that the minimum. All right, so we want to show that the minimum number of rental costs for this tour, which is this tour, for this tour, that tour, you understand, is 990. So it's not like we're going to search again this tour. So what we're going to do here is to take out our 6 6, and we're going to work it. All right, remember now it's $75 for the car, and the car is X, and this is Y. So we're talking 6 times 75 plus 6 times $90. We want to work out those values to make sure. So this is $450, 90 times 6. This is $540. So when we add these, I am getting 990 right now. But I'm still going to have to work out this one as well. So we're looking at the other combination. So it's 9 times 75 plus 4 times 90. The 9 times the 75 is going to give me $675. And then this is going to give me 360. So if I add 675 plus 360, I'm going to get $1,035. Here it is, that this. But we would have proven that you could see on this that this is the minimum cost right here. That's it. So you just prove. So that is just the proof. All right. Hence, we have proven, right? We have proven that, right? All right. So we have just proven that right there. So we just show, all right?